Okay, looks like we are live. I am starting a new robot. This is not meant for me to drive. It's meant for someone else to drive. Um, I'm trying to think of a good reason. I just kept having ideas for a robot, and I've been ruminating on this idea for weeks, and a shuffler ended up being the choice for reasons that are kind of hard to explain, but we're going to try to make this work. I'm probably going to start running it as a plastic ant before I do it as a full combat ant. Although running it as a full combat ant in the Midwest is going to be rough because, what am I trying to say? Because of they got rid of the weight bonus for shufflers, or they reduced the weight bonus is 1.25 pounds, but I think we can make it work. This is not that sweaty of a robot, so I think we should be fine. I've obviously not made a shuffler. I have done a little bit of research, though. We're going to start out using repeat brushed for this one, although it takes so long to get here. It's just now 7. So, what game have you been playing? I've been playing Beyond All. I just got started playing Beyond All Reason today. Actually, I had the day off today. But yeah, we're working on. Okay. Sketch. I'm trying to do a mount situation. We got our before the stream I already designed a shuffler foot. This is pretty loosey goosey. We'll probably have to change dimensions. And this is our cam. I noticed other people have designed 3 different cams. Rolling line. I don't know if I've heard of that one. I've heard of a lot of games, and so a train game. Interesting. Oh, it's been 7 years. Or it's 7 years old. Yeah, I did not hear. Apparently it's got great Steam reviews, but interesting. Hmm. I always love when a game that's like, oh, because 2008, it's kind of crazy that 2018 is old now, but when games that have been around forever have like major updates, you're like, whoa, it's like a treat. Um, I've tried to remember. Okay, so we also need holes going straight up because we're gonna have. That's a lot of hours. I'm trying to think of a game that I would have any like. I I've only a few games I have over 1,000 hours in. I have plenty that I have like hundreds of hours in. And we want to keep this kind of tight. I I am not designing this in 2 days. I can assure you that much. I I design stuff over the course of like months. We'll be lucky if we see this in February. I won't even have like a prototype by this weekend. I'll probably have like the shuffler mechanism designed. 12 a good. I'm just trying to see if I have enough space for everything. But yeah, I'll just be bringing. I'll be focusing on Hodag for the Purdue. Oh, we get audio. YouTube's being sometimes. I need a better internet situation in the basement. Okay, we're gonna. 32 inches. Cancel. Didn't want to do that. I always hate it when I like misclick it and it's like, first off, how dare you? I had an idea for a shell spinner. I'm actually thinking then I was like, it'll probably be more like a similar to Mud Skipper. Well, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do a big spinner in the center, or I'll do an undercutter. And I was like, why don't I just put the undercutter in the middle? And I was like, wait, I just roundabout ended up. My idea was Mud Skipper, but it's probably going to look a lot like Mud Skipper. It's going to be Mud Skipper shaped. I'm not trying to make a Mud Skipper, but I want a big undercutter. We're just making a big undercutter because originally I was going to do a shell spinner, but I think yeah, originally I was going to do a different shuffler. This is because I changed the idea. I was going to have a wider shuffle originally, but I haven't decided if it's going to be more like a Silent Spring type undercutter or more of a Monkfish Mud Skipper sort of shuffler or undercutter. It's because I said that. This is sort of like a how would you call it? Like a it's like some sort of exposure therapy. Trying to remember mate. Oh, I think I know what mate we want. We gotta go to the advanced mates. Is it? I'm symmetric. I was trying to remember No, I think I want symmetric. No, I want width. Like wait. There we go. Width. It's been a while since I've used that mate before. Also, this is clearly, considering that's like bottoming out and that's not even at the actual top, clearly need some more. Makes this bigger. My math was apparently off. We're gonna insert. We're gonna insert all the feet, or at least another foot. We'll do another foot. That way you get a little bit better idea. But yeah, I am always the person that isn't making a high damaging robot, and I'm like, you know what? I need to mix things up. I need to, like, I'm gonna make something that's gonna be damaging, and then we can dial it back to more something that's my speed. It's like I'm trying to like it's like trying to go in the opposite. Yeah, this is okay. Another width. Yeah, because we're supposed to be able to see the holes on both perfectly, which we currently cannot. Because honestly, I'm doing some like amateur hour shit. But yeah, I'm focusing on the shuffler. I think because it's hmm. All right. I never added. I should add the third one. But yeah, it's called. This is what character development looks like. Spending so much time on robots that don't deal any damage, I'm like, I need to make a change. Okay, we're looking not too bad. Oh, I forgot there's one more mate that I'm missing. This is why I like to have the planes in the center of my stuff. It makes stuff like this so much easier. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, yeah, we're like not quite there. It's gonna be interesting. The first time I plan on running this, I plan on running it as a plastic ant. So I completely forgot I need to go. It's the bottom that's it's not. I need to go a little bit lower. We're cooking up a shuffler. I'm focusing on just the shuffler mechanism itself tonight, mostly. I think, you know, because I've never done this before. Oh, I might not have made it wide enough too. I think maybe. Unfortunately, I realized next week I'm going to focus on the Purdue recap, and then I won't be able to get back to this until after Thanksgiving, unless I decide to do a Thanksgiving stream, which I'm not planning on doing. It is an interesting, okay, what? Let me try. What if I I suppress this mate? Oh, there we go. And we can kind of spin it around. We can sort of simulate. I actually probably made it bigger than it needs to be. Because I plan on having either a shoulder bolt or a screw going through this. 2.5 millimeters. Okay, 9. I think I was right when I was at 9, but I think I put the height wrong spot. The total height. Yeah, because it's too low. So now they were like slightly off. So we need to push this circle out a bit. A little bit. Wait, wrong one. That was the wrong dimension. Fun. Dimension is this? I was gonna do it's a plastic ant that will become a full combat ant. But I wanna like mess around with it as a plastic ant before. Because what's funny is it's almost like it's a try-hard plant, but it's a shuffler, so it's like gonna be inherent. I'm gonna be at an inherent disadvantage actually. This is actually working pretty well. Hopefully it's got enough motion. Oh, I think I meant to have one of them upside down, but I was going to have one of them so it can run upside down, but that's not the current focus. Oh, like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't even know how I did that by accident, but okay. Okay, so we'd have I wasn't planning on doing a vert. It was gonna be an undercutter. I haven't quite decided what sort of undercutter, whether it'll be more a center mounted one like Mudskipper or more of a or like a front mounted kind of like Silent Spring. I guess like Nightlight, but Nightlight's not a shuffler. I was using shuffler examples, but kind of spacing do we want here? 12 millimeters, maybe? Yeah, we want a little room for all this debris. But yeah, I was thinking like Silent Spring, or either like Silent Spring or Monkfish, or the two. I was debating between those two. Depends on how big I want to make the weapon, I guess. Um, just debating how I want to mount this. Because I think I do want to do a, like have this be its own contained package, but because these there'll be have to be. I'm debating if I want to use. I probably want to use a spacer here, don't I, to make it more consistent, maybe. Because originally I was just thinking like a shoulder bolt going through it, but I don't know why that's in inches. We're not using inch. I don't plan on using inches. 18mm shoulder bolt will probably be the trick. I'm also sort of realizing how high how low the like top of it goes compared to the actual pot itself, or like the actual, like this part I think extends further than I want. Yeah, I don't know how big this will end up having to be, but I'm like I'm like stumped. I'm like, okay, where do I go next? Oh, I need to find it. Look at shoulder bolts. Oh, it's the diameter, shoulder length. Oh, of course, shoulder length is going to be 16. That distance is 19. Huh. Oh, you know, I'm thinking. No, not that. Change my mind. Edit part. First off, we're going to do Apparently too small a feature right there. And whoops. Edit sketch. Sorry, I'm realizing that for the screw, we're gonna need to like put stuff. Um, I'll probably coat them in something at some point. Or I was planning on doing little spiky feet, like I'll probably end up doing one of those two things. Actually, wait before I do that. We'll do a slight cut. We don't want to cut all the way through. I want to do like a... That's annoying. I think I don't know if you could tell, but I did it. It's okay. There we go. That's fine. Oh yeah, we do wood floors, so I'll probably yeah. If I do, I might. If I do like. What I could do is actually. Actually, what I want to do, make this a little bit longer because this feels. Nope, that's. I want to be in the sketch. 24. I just wanted to add a little bit of height to it, anyways. And then what I think I might want to do, depending on, because. Okay, we'll see. Oh yeah, we want to do another arc. Something like this, maybe. I don't know if this is coming out the way I'm envisioning, but each of these equal, maybe. Oh, not the face. Don't click the face. Nope. Stop clicking the face. Okay, there we're a little bit prettier now. Depending on how tight we want the teeth to be. Ooh. A millimeter and a half, maybe. For entities. I realize this is basically a for construction. I'm actually, it's kind of interesting because technically you can have like foam wheels. So I'm not sure. I think it's a case by case basis. I would have to like, that'd be something I'd specifically have to ask. But that is a good question. It's a good question. I don't actually know. I'd have to ask like Casey or you know. Oh, it's not. I don't want it to be a thin. Oh, I see what the problem is. Didn't quite go all the way. But yeah, because according to the rules for most, it doesn't matter what the yeah. Because I've used custom urethane wheels before without it being an issue, but I, th- I haven't really asked much about what the hub material will be or can be. I was thinking something like that, at least to start, at least for testing. If it doesn't work, I can do urethane, but molding the urethane is gonna be interesting. But um, okay, so I'm thinking about how this is gonna mount to the rest of everything. Because with a shoulder bolt, there should like be able to be self-contained for the most part. It's not going to be like super sturdy, but I'm just trying to envision it. I'm realizing how it is now. There's not much keeping it from compressing too much. Because if I use a shoulder bolt here, that'll be the issue. Is that it'll be, I guess the body of the, because whatever I have at the body of the robot will probably be what's keeping the. Yeah, because I have a bunch of it and it's relatively cheap. Because I've been switching between that Super PLA Plus from Overture and um Polymakers like Polymax PLA Plus. I realize these go up further than Edge. Like that shuffler. Oh, that shuffler's like barely outside the edge of this. Oh, it's because this is all fucked up right now. We gotta suppress. It's all fucked up. Yeah, because that's going like way outside that. I'm debating if that's an issue or not now. Hmm. Yeah, because it's like right. Hmm. I am like I didn't plan this out well enough before I started the stream. So I'm trying to like envision how this mounts in. I'm imagining it sliding down. There's gonna be something like here, but why am I just brain? I'm like having a brain fart right now. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna save. I'm gonna start trying to imagine how this is gonna fit in the rest of the assembly. So, assembly. The idea is being float. Okay, so this is currently in the front of the top plane be the top plane or mate with the top plane. I hate it when it does this to me. It's like, oh, you're just flying all over the place. Well, why? Okay. And just because I know it's gonna do some bullshit like that, then we're just gonna delete that last mate. Okay. Yeah, that's. I know I need to put walls. I'm just trying to imagine what those walls are gonna look like, and because there needs to be something like between them. There's definitely gonna like there's gonna be a wheel guard. I don't know if that's probably gonna be part of the robot itself, not part of the pod. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to imagine everything in my head. Hmm. I'm like now I need to look at I need to look at robots. I'm getting stuck. Hmm. I see. Mm, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need some sort of. Yeah, those aren't drop-in pods. Now I'm thinking about it, they don't. There's this is no. There still needs to be some sort of something on top. Yeah. Oh yeah. Silent Spring. Oh yeah, he's got like a clamshell situation. Oh, he has it like yeah, I see what he did. What he did, what JMO did is he essentially had this extend into itself, which kind of makes sense, honestly. Now, yeah, now that I think about it, but because this part doesn't have to be the same piece. I'm gonna suppress this for now. Well, I guess yeah, it has to amount to something, but you know what? I just had a thought. I think I might have the wheel guard be part of the like mechanism. No, that doesn't make sense, does it? No, does it? Does that make sense? Debating if that makes sense or not. Here's what I'm envisioning. Okay, we're gonna have to widen this out a little bit because the wheel guard kind of has to mount to this. Oh nope. So this needs to. That doesn't have to go all the way out. But I need it a little closer than that. And then what we're gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna change the sketch in this way too, and that we're gonna have. No, okay, maybe we do need to go wider. Mostly because I don't want this hitting where it's gonna mount. Honestly, these corners are probably going to be cut because there's not really performing much purpose. This is literally only a square because it's shorthand. What are you doing? Yeah, I wasn't in the sketch. I think I somehow started a sketch by. Whoop! I didn't want to pick that. I wanted to mirror about that. Then we'll do a new part. This is going to be essentially the wheel guard. We're going to rename part. Okay, so this is going to be a new, brand new part. Essentially what this is going to be kind of like, we're going to have this situation. Actually, we'll, yeah. We're going to have so this has to be in line with itself, right? And this is going to be in line with the top and bottom of this. Collinear. Sure, we're lined up so we can actually see everything. A measure from the center. 20. Yeah, that'll be enough room to work with. And then we can mess with the wayward. Yeah, I don't know what robot that is. Yeah, I'm not fine. I can't find it. Yeah, kind of a big reason I talked myself out of the shell spinner is the what am I saying? Is that I feel like it's too different than the other things I'm trying to do, and I'm trying to make something that kind of jives with the other projects I have planned. Which I think will make sense once I start working on those other projects. Okay, so that's obviously not working. We need a little bit more distance. Yeah, I think this will read. We'll do it from two directions. Okay. Okay, so the idea here is that it's going to. This also works because then this goes out. 12 millimeters that way. Oh wait, I missed a part. I need a hole. I think we're gonna basically screw into this. So we'll do like probably 2.8 or something like that. Then what we here. Like that. Actually, shit. Actually, before I get into that, I forgot I should mirror the components, mirror everything. About the right plane, or not the whichever plane that is. Then we're gonna have two bodies. Then we move over to this one. We're not trying to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it stupid simple. I think we're probably also going to just have the holes go all the way through, I guess. That'll be a problem for future. But oh, actually, we'll have a hole for in case so the shaft can extend a little bit through it. Do a 4 millimeter hole, even though it's a 3 millimeter shaft currently. Obviously, not going to be 12 millimeter thick. Okay, and that actually now what I want to do is I want to extend. I've not heard of this wayward robot. I couldn't find anything on it. This 3.5, right? Okay. Then we're going to add some fillets. So we don't have any crazy stress concentrations. Okay. What we got? How's that looking? Yeah, I couldn't, it's like not on RCE, so I was like, what? And we're going to fillet all the things. Sure. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not quite that much. I'm not sure what acro is. That might. Uh, oh shit! I'm missing a whole. And what we're gonna do? Nope, we're not in a. Yep. I realized that I didn't have put this hole for the bolt to go here. Go radial. Actually, doing that, we'll do it part of the potato cream. I'll have to look at that once maybe later. Potato cream. That's the nice thing about shufflers, at least. It's more documented than frickin' the punch spinner I've been working on. This. Make this collinear. Make it essentially mirror this part. Strike point? I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know who strike point is. What's funny is this will be like one of the only Merca shufflers. Period. Because there's no Merca shufflers right now. The rule changes they keep making kept killing them. It'll be interesting to print because the obvious way to print is this side down, but there's a little thing I have to put in there for the I guess I may end up changing that. I'll have Sorry, I'm writing down some of the things I need to get CAD for. Which interesting. So far, the shoulder bolt is this shoulder bolt probably the only thing I need. I actually know what I want to do. Yeah, this is our drive pod, or our shuffle pod. I kind of like that this is going to be separate of the body that way. But wait, I haven't figured out how I'm going to mount this to the rest of the robot. But I did not think that through. Strike point. It sounds like it'd be a hammer saw. I realized I designed a contained mechanism, but I didn't think of. I mean, I guess I could have Trevor's mounting holes. Oh, you mean like these ones? Good. Yeah, because I guess it would sort of contain itself. This would act as a spacer. I do this. Yeah, now that that could work. Oh my god, go through all this work and then hold together with zip ties. Okay, this is a shuffler pod. Oh, I gotta rebuild. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I'll do it the right way. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Yeah, slotting. I should probably do something that slots in. I'll I'll probably I'll design a little bit more of the chassis and then go back to the shuffler pod because I feel like I never like do everything all at once. Because I wanna look at the body itself because we've been kind of locked into one part. Symmetry mate, right plane. Interesting. But yeah, I was thinking at least like having it. I think it'd be cool if it could like slot in. But we gotta design more of a body. I haven't named the robot yet. Unnamed Schiffler. Shuffler. I still usually have a name. There's a lot of cryptids, so I need to work with. I'm beginning to think. I'm not sure how I feel about the shape of the feet right now, but currently how the feet are, it's gonna have to be like a. I don't know. We're not done yet. We are so far from done because they're a little too round currently. I'll want to change something soon. A little flatter at some point, I think. I was gonna run it as a plastic ant for a bit and then run it as before I run it as a full combat ant. Even though, because I figure if I can get it to work as a plastic ant, only having 1 pound, adding the weight to make it a full combat will be fine. Because I'm not a person that really sweats too much in plastic ants. I'm not. Okay. It's also worth noting for the first version of the weapon motor, or for the weapon, I'm keeping it simple. I'm basically my plan was essentially to do a hub motor situation with a 2822. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely gonna. I definitely have to print one out as a prototype before I even slot it into the Krampus. I don't think Krampus is a cryptid. He's more of a mythological creature. I'm thinking with how I have these drive pods, the Silent Spring style might be a badass. I'm not familiar with badass motors. I need to look into them. I keep hearing people talk about them, but I have a bunch of 2822s lying around, like that are like the correct. For now. Yeah, I haven't decided what the width is gonna be. Currently, we're just sort of playing with it. Because I'm envisioning maybe it would be easier if I had this just slightly yeah, this is not going to be that wide. It's not going to be this freaking wide. But are you talking about the shuffling mechanism or this weapon? Or the motor, rather? Because I know this is. I was at least going to use the Palm Beach ones, and this is going to be running as a. Once I go to full combat, I'll be changing how I'll be doing the. I'll do indirect for it, but for as a plastic ant, I was just gonna do. Yeah, the weapon motor. I was gonna switch to a different weapon, like an indirect weapon, when I go to full combat ant. But as a plastic ant, I think it'd be easier to run a hub motor, considering the weapon. Considering I'll have to have a thicker blade anyways, so it'll be just a different. Almost, yeah. I'm thinking Silent Spring style. I'll look into badass motors. I'll have to do some research before I settle on it. Sorry, I was thinking about something. Oh, we'll save. Um, I just had an idea. I wanna have more of a slotted situation to have it sort of fit. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. Go linear and equal. What are you talking about? Did I fix it? I didn't mean to fix it. Okay. Wait. I meant to have it just yeah, excellent. Fix is not at all what I wanted. I wanted just equal. Go linear. That way we can have actually wait before I go that far. Mirror about the plane. Tap plane. Go. And then we'll do. I want the fillet just to make this smoother to like slot in. The idea being it'll help keep everything in place. Parametric. Whoops. Yeah, I am. Oh yeah, my cat is usually a hot fucking mess. Debating where I would put the battery in this situation. Well, oh, I should insert the battery just to see where, kind of get vibes on it. Ooh, we can do the oh, we got I forgot we got the skinny one and we got the because we got the wide boy, get the long boy. The long boy is what I used in freaking what's it called? I'll probably upgrade it to a repeat brushless at some point. I just have a bunch of repeat brushed. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because I know shufflers are already slow, so doing repeat brushed would be the right thing to do. Or brushless would be the right thing to do. I just have a bunch of brushed lying around. And I've had mixed results using the repeat brush. I don't know. I've had like the wires do weird stuff, so I'm not like wanting to use them until I get everything dialed in. Being how, yeah, because I'm vibes based. Because yeah, if I want this to be competitive, there's almost no way I'm not gonna have it be brushless. With mine, they either like never die or they die like the first, like in they've died like not even like just testing stuff. It's wild. Okay, so what? Okay, we're this part. I'm gonna start doing like the body. Toxic trike, making everything in relation to other things. That totally never ends up going wrong for me, ever. I realize I never actually oh, I got some of those bad ESCs. It was a whole thing when I was working on Bigfoot because I used them for the flipper, but I managed to make it work. That's when I had to learn how to program ESCs because I don't do many spinners, so I didn't have that much experience with brushless motors. Probably gonna end up extending a little bit out the booty to account for to make actually. Nah, we'll do something. We're kind of just going off vibes now. Although I'm making a lot more progress than I was expecting to make. I was expecting to like give up or partway by the, like around the time I was finishing the shuffler. But here we are. Yeah, I was actually considering waiting till like the whatever the next Mark version before getting the brushless motors, like holding out until then, because he seems to be, at least for those, he seems to be coming out with them pretty frequently. I don't know if that was the right diameter. I don't think it actually is. Because we'll probably want to protect that motor. Cool. That'll be in time for me to start thinking about actually using them. Because I remember he came out with the his Antweight hub motor like right around the time I was like deciding I needed a hub motor for Hodag. This is thick as fuck, but okay. We'll see. We'll see what we have weight for. Okay, I didn't think about the fact that this is coincident to something that doesn't really matter. But yeah, we'll see what we have weight for. I think forks are not the first priority, but it's on the list. I mean, forks are always good. I realize I never actually mated these left to right. So we're gonna do that. From the right plane. Obviously not doing that. I think currently we want to have like as little room. Ooh, not obviously that's way too close. That's a little. Okay. I mean, this will be fine. I think. Bit of a tight fit for now. We can always change it. It's not set in stone. What? Okay. Doesn't look like a robot. I also realized it's. I don't know why this is going to this. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Or how much I like felt like I was sort of. Oh, that's not. No, we want to not. We'll just delete that. Is what we want to do. We do want to. I was like, I realized it just looked weird. Oh shit! I didn't move this, so it just was like, oh, you want this to be. For that, then we got to do a little bit of this. And to there. Near that about that. Otherwise, I'll look weird with the little wheel guard situation. At this point, I'll just be astonished if this thing is within weight. Okay. I think I want to work up. As of right now, it's not. But we'll see if that ends up working out. If that ends up exploding, but it probably will end up exploding because the plan is to just screw straight into the motor. But I haven't even decided how big the weapon blade is going to be. But yeah, this whole thing is going to be. Sketch. You can do it all in relation to the motor. I haven't decided what I want to do. It. Oh, I don't know what the fuck. What did you decide that was? Wait, SolidWorks. What have you done? Oh, you made it adjacent to an arbitrary hull. That's what you did. Okay, Navy. I want because it has to be really tight to this because we're gonna be using those mounting holes. I know people don't normally do this, but I want to see what the consequences of doing this are, but because I feel like, but I'm sure it'll be fine. These just feel like absolutely minuscule holes. And we'll do. This. Trying to think of how I'm gonna. I'm going up that way. Do something like keep that as a center part. And probably keep it stupid simple for now. There. Actually, I won't do it cross like that. I'll do an arc. Not the arc that way. There we go. Solid 12 millimeters thick. 50 is 4 inches. 4 inches feels small. Do 5 inches. Three millimeters. Total. The angle I want to do? I don't think that's how. I was like, how am I defining this? Oh, then there's also the arc length. Yeah, we do. I think we will do angle too. Actually, even not that angle. We'll measure the actual smaller. Yeah, I know it's 20. I had to do it in my head. I was like, so we're currently, yeah, so this would be. Okay, and then we. Then we mirror. Actually, we'll first, and then we'll mirror all this about the middle. Sweet tooth. I don't. This is literally the most basic blade I could possibly imagine. I could. This is the most basic weapon conceivable by man. Okay, maybe not the most basic, but it's pretty basic. Oh shit! I didn't trim the other side. What? Weird. Okay. Um. Then obviously it's gonna be thick. Yeah, for a plastic hand, it's probably pretty thin. Yeah, I have to move. I'm aware that I have to move it. I wanted to get the weapon size before I got into the before I decided how big things should be. Because this way I know, yeah, obviously that's practically hitting the motors. So obviously I'm gonna have to move this. I think the weapon needs to be further up. I think that's the thing. A 100 might be a little too much. Yeah, that's like way the fuck out there. I'm bringing it a little bit more than that. Yeah, I was going to I was going to change some dimensions. I just wanted to get it in a little more correct spot. I was probably going to try to utilize the little like flanges on it or whatever you call this part. Fortunately, it's like in I can't see shit. I don't like it actually want to click on one. God, I'm got allergies. Yeah, this little geometry and stuff will be for that. Okay, we just gotta get all these little convert all this over. I'm pretty sure there is, but that would be the smart thing to do. I know there's a quicker way to do this. Just always in the habit of brute forcing things. Never trust SolidWorks for some reason. I know this is like the most inefficient way to do this. No, we're missing some. Yeah, we're missing a bunch of lines. Oh shit, we're missing a bunch over here too. Make sure we're not missing anything else. Oh wait, I wasn't in convert entities, so a lot of that didn't matter. Oh wait, we're still missing something. That would have been the smart thing to do, is do a circular pattern. That had crossed my mind, but We're already in too deep. At this point. Okay. And by in too deep, I mean we're basically done. Okay. Actually, instead, we're going to delete. Do a circle. Radial. We're just going to extend it out in a straight line. And then we're going to make that tangent. And this time we are going to use a circular pattern this time. One, two, three. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6. Correct. Math isn't mathing. Us. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, why is it not adding up? Something. Of course, there is one entity I missed. Okay. Yeah, I haven't settled on how I haven't quite settled on where the weapon is yet. We're still working. Oh, we do want to merge belt, but I can only use so many things at a time. I've seen I know about Cold Snap. I saw it at NHL or on NHL. It has like little like fins on top. Is how it stays upright. Yeah, because I was gonna do this. So it'll slide into place, and I was gonna do like a. I think we made halfway decent progress. I think I might call it at this point, but mostly because I just finished a part. I got. But yeah, Mud Skipper actually had it open. Mud Skipper uses these little things to stay upright. But yeah, currently, I guess I ended up making a game day decision to make it more Silent Spring. Yeah. Yeah, it has a little bit longer shuffler feet. I may end up changing the feet on this. I may even change where this weapon is mounted. I haven't settled on anything yet, but for all we know, when you see me next time, I'll have like changed everything. But yeah, this weekend I'm gonna be in Purdue for the my last event of the season. Since I didn't qualify for finals, just be bringing Hodag to that. I'm gonna resume this next. So next week I'll be reviewing that event on stream, and then in whatever I stream after Purdue next, I'll end up getting back to this. It won't be the weekend after because I'll be busy with Thanksgiving and stuff, but I'll keep doing stuff on stream. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We had a pretty good turnout tonight. But yeah, we're not done with this yet, but we are done with it for night. Yeah, I might end up doing that. I'll take a look at that next time we're on stream.